Shalom, Israel. Shalom. Hope you're having a good week. It's the middle of the week. Gonna wait for people to come in. Um, been a nice week so far. Time to time we get struggles, but we're trying to work with wisdom to make struggles become annoyances and annoyances become pebbles in our lives. But waiting for y'all to come. You know, chilling, relaxing, get into it. As soon as y'all come in, just make it known, say hello, don't be a stranger. There ain't no stranger danger here, so it's not to be funny, but a lot of our people are going missing. I don't know if y'all got me as a friend on Facebook, but a lot of our sons and daughters are going missing out here. So if Facebook would be for anything, it would be for to bring awareness to the word and to bring awareness to our people going missing. A few more people. Thank you, Sister Dalia Kadash, for being here. Brother Matayo, thank you for being here. I answer your question if I can at the end of class. I just want to stay on course with the subject as much as possible. But you can put it in the chat, and at the end of class, if I can, I'll answer the question and be as concise as I can. Okay, but we'll wait till other people come in, get into the nitty gritty of class, and then get on with the subject that matter at hand, which is to supervise with wisdom, or supervision with wisdom. But I like to use supervise with wisdom, right? So, hey, Slip, how you doing? Been a minute. Hope you're doing okay. May the Most High bless every single one of y'all. And keep y'all safe. Hedges, walls of Jericho, for it not to go down around y'all, as long as y'all keep the commandments. But we're going to get into it. The subject, like I said, is supervision with wisdom, right? Because we are called to do this work because the Most High opened our eyes wide open. And once your eyes is open, you cannot close them. You cannot avert your eyes. You cannot look away, right? Because if you look away, not only are you inwardly are you hating the word of the Lord, but also you're doing a disservice to your brothers, your sisters, sons and daughters, and to yourself, because you're not being honest. And that's why people that are honest around you are worth more than gold, right? So we're going to start with Exodus chapter 34, verse 1, right? And it reads, "And the Lord said unto Moses, Hew thee 2 tables of stone like on the first, and I will write upon these tables these words that were in the first tables, which thou breakest, and be ready in the morning, and come up in the morning unto Mount Sinai, and present thyself there to me in the top of the mount. And no man shall come up with thee, neither let any man be seen throughout all the mount, neither let the flock nor the herd feed before that mount. And he hewed 2 tables of stone like on the first. And Moses rose up early in the morning and went up unto Mount Sinai, as the Lord had commanded him, and took in his hand the 2 tables of stone. And the Lord descended in a cloud and stood with him there and proclaimed the name of the Lord. And the Lord passed by before him and proclaimed, the Lord God, merciful and gracious, long-suffering, abundant in goodness and truth, keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty. Right? Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children and upon the children's children unto the third and fourth generation. So, from the Most High, because Moses, as we all know, and some of y'all don't know, if y'all don't know, that's okay. We're all learning in this process. Even many of us who are still in this truth always learn, right? Moses, the first time when he came down the mount, he saw Israel worshiping a golden calf. So he threw those tables in anger, and many people died in the process, right? So the Most High asked him to create, to hew, which means cut, another set of tables so the Most High could write the law again, right? But in the key point here in the supervision is to keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children and upon the children's children unto the third and the fourth generation. So we have to supervise not only ourselves, but our children and even the children of our children. That means that all the way down the line to children that we may not even see. We have to supervise. We have to watch. We have to teach. We have to impart that wisdom to them, right? Let's jump to verse 10. And it reads, and he said, behold, I make a covenant before all thy people. I will do marvels such as have not been done in all the earth, nor in any nation. And all the people among which thou shalt see the work of the Lord, for it is terrible thing that I will do with thee. This is the terrible thing the Most High is going to do with us. He's going to do something so amazing people are not going to understand. They're not, but we're going to understand because we have the law. And we are the ones that's supposed to teach and in the process supervise or be super wise in teaching, right? And admonishing. Let's keep going. Verse 11. Observe thou that which I command thee this day. Behold, I drive out before thee the Amorite, the Canaanite, the Hittite, and the Perizzite, and the Hivite, and the Jebusite. And all these nations have no S's. That means that we're talking about nations of people. You're going to drive them out. So that cuts the thought process of many people saying that God loved everybody. If God loved everybody, he would supervise everybody. In a way he does, but he supervises his people first. Because we are his conduit. As we read in the aforementioned verses, he's going to do terrible things with us, not with everybody, with his children, with his chosen people. Verse 12, take heed to thyself, lest thou make covenant with the inhabitants of the land, whither thou goest, lest it be for a snare in the midst of thee. Be ye, but ye shall destroy their altars, break their images, and cut down their groves. For thou shalt worship no other God, for the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God. Right? If he's jealous, that means that he only picked one people to be his. He ain't pick no other nation. He ain't pick the Chinese. He ain't pick the Japanese. He ain't pick the East Indian. He ain't pick the Ottoman Turks. He ain't pick Armenians. He ain't pick the Italians, the Sicilians. He ain't picked none of them. He picked his people, period. Right? So-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American of Negro descent. Right? Verse 15, lest thou make covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go a whoring after their gods. Solomon, right? He's a great man, a good example also, right? And do sacrifice unto their gods, and one call thee, and thou eat of his sacrifice. Verse 16, and thou take of their daughters unto thy sons, and their daughters go a whoring after their gods, and make thy sons go whoring after their gods. We're not supposed to. And that's the grand beauty of the Most High. Oh, he forgives. But if you're a repeat offender, he's not going to let it go. And in scriptures, we see in the book of Judges, we are repeat offenders. We are repeat offenders. And he forgave us. Even some of our ancestors, our prophets, begged the Lord to remember the covenant, to remember the covenant he made with us. And we still want to break the law, won't accept admonishment, won't accept supervision. Some of us get burned. Literally, we get burned. And it seems that is the only way for us to learn. But if you learn and you don't do it again, Most High take you. Man, you're my child. You're my son. I ain't forget you. But you got to stop. And we can see that in Hebrews chapter 10, let's start at verse 24, right? And it reads, and let us consider one another to provoke unto love and good works, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching. For if we sin willfully after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins. No more. You ate pork before, you learned the truth, you quit. Right? You was a liar before, you learned the truth, you have to stop. You was an adulterer before, you learned the truth, you understand the law, you have to stop. Because if you do it again, Most High is going to chastise you the more, even harder than somebody that don't know. Even tougher than somebody that don't know, right? Let's go back to Exodus chapter 34, verse 24, right? And it reads, for I will cast out the nations before thee. Like I said before, supervision. Most High supervising his own children. The other children in the scriptures, he tells you he don't care about those children. He don't care about other nations. And I'm going to bring that up, right? For I will cast out the nations before thee and enlarge thy borders. So as we supervise each other, right? And we become greater and greater, and we wax greater and greater, just like in Exodus chapter 1. Let's go there. Exodus chapter 1, verse 10, right? No, let me start at verse 8, because we're going to get an understanding, right, what I'm trying to say. Verse 8. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Come, let us deal wisely with them, which means with cunning, the cunning of a fox, which means doing things that are underhanded, without restraint, to cheat, steal, and commit crimes against our people, right? Lest they multiply and come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. See that? So we have to think, you have to see this. The more we supervise each other, the more most High is going to enlarge our borders. And we're going to supervise more land. We're going to receive more blessings from the Most High onto the soil, which feeds us. We have to supervise each other. The more we supervise each other, the more we get more land, the more we could see further away into the land that the Most High give us, and the more we could enjoy this land, enjoy the rulership that the Most High is going to impart to Yahushua and down the line to us, his children, right? Let me read that again. This is Exodus 34:24. For I will cast out the nations before thee and enlarge thy borders, neither shall any man desire thy land. When thou shalt go up to appear before the Lord thy God thrice in a year. It's going to be beautiful. But we got to supervise each other. We got to supervise ourselves and remind ourselves who we are and know who we are. But some of us don't know the law, which is okay, because the scriptures tell us that some of us are a law unto ourselves, meaning that there's some people that walk around with one code. I'm going to obey my mother and father. Boom. And they obey that law in the commandments, the 10 commandments, and they go through life behaving as if, you know what, I'm not going to bring shame to my family. I'm not going to bring shame to my people. I'm not going to bring shame to the people that I love. And by doing that, a lot of things that would bring pain to their loved ones are mitigated. They don't go to jail. They don't commit crime. They don't commit adultery, right? In certain cases, they don't kill other people because they know what type of pain it's going to bring. They're going to go to jail. And when you go to jail, you don't go to jail alone. You bring your family with you, because they have to go to jail, visit you, and see how you're doing, put money in your commissary, right? Stuff like that. And they don't need that. They don't need that pain. But we forget to supervise ourselves, and we don't allow other people to supervise us. Oh, you can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me. Or they cry, people crying because they told you something that is right to say, and they admonish you in righteousness, not because they hate you, not because they dislike you. If somebody don't like you, they don't tell you nothing. They let you go about your business, go about doing evil and destroy yourself in the process, because they don't care. But a person that cares, like, hey, brother, sister, don't do that. That's wrong. I'm sorry. I got to say something. If I don't say something, Most High going to look at me sideways. If the Most High supervising us, who am I not to tell you that's wrong? Not only am I saving you in the process, I'm saving myself. Because next week, I might come across the same situation you come across, and I have to say, nah, I told that brother I didn't do it, so I can't do it. And that's the beauty of the scriptures, because scriptures say that wisdom is a ring that circumvents the earth. It circumvents the earth. And the Most High not dealing with no other nation. No other nation was down there in Mount Sinai. Because before we came in, we went into the land of Israel, or Canaan. Most High had to get us in order. 40 years in the desert, he got to get us in order. Then we went in, right? And he told us, this is what you do, this is what you don't do. If you do what I ask you to do, you can stay in my house. I'll feed you, I clothe you, I keep you safe. If you don't, I'm gonna kick you out. Right? And we're gonna see that. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 40, verse 15. And it reads, behold, the nations. No, Salah. Let's go to verse 12, because we have to understand the omnipotence of the Most High. Who hath measured the waters in the hollow of his hand, and who meted out heaven with the span, and comprehended the dust of the earth in a measure, and weighed the mountains in scales, and the hills in a balance? Who hath directed the Spirit of the Lord, or being his counselor hath taught him? With whom took he counsel, and who instructed him, and taught him in the path of judgment, and taught him knowledge, and showed to him the way of understanding? Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as the small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. And Lebanon is not sufficient to burn, nor the beast thereof sufficient for burnt offering. That means that Lebanon don't have enough things to burn, whether it be beasts or burnt offerings or whatever they could dream up to satisfy the Lord in what he wants compared to Israel. Right? All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing, and vanity. Vanity. That means that these other nations are like, So don't get it twisted. Most High is supervising his people with wisdom. He could have made us, superheroes and the Justice League. He could have made us great, magnificent things, magnificent weapons and all that. But no, Most High gave us laws, statutes, and commandments. He said, no, we start you off with baby steps. Baby steps. We're going to learn the law first, then we're going to learn the way of the Spirit. We're not even there yet, right? Right? But then, later on, what did Most High show us in the scriptures? Let's go to Leviticus chapter 19. He gave us the whole code of conduct, how to conduct ourselves with each other. If the Most High was supervising all nations equally, why would he give a code of conduct only to the children of Israel? How to deal with each other? Because he's not dealing with everybody. He's not dealing with all nations. The Chinese, they have a deity that have a big belly and long earlobes, right? All these other nations, they have deities that look like them. 16 arms, and with faces that look like them. But we have people in our nation, Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, that look at a white Jesus and they swear that's the dude. No, it's not. He's not. Because Moses was in Egypt, right? He was picked up by Pharaoh's daughter. If Israelites or the people of God were white, that he would have stuck out like a sore thumb. Which is why when the European people, the so-called white people, went to Egypt the first time, what the first thing they did? They cut off the noses of the Sphinx. Because they knew, they were like, nah, they're gonna know that these people are black. We gotta cut off their noses. How Those things have stood the test of time against wind, elements, rain, and off of the whole statue. Only the noses came off. Come on. You see how the wickedness of these people are? That's why supervision of each other is important. I have to tell the truth. I have to be like, yo, bro, like the people in Egypt was black, bro. People in Egypt were black. They were not white people. Impossible. You ever seen a white person on the beach on a hot day? They cannot survive. They're getting beaten by the sun. That's why copper tone and all them sunscreens, they have melanin in them. Where did that come from? We have people on TV right now. They're getting melanin injections. Where are this melanin coming out of? Where is it coming from? How come we got, you go on Facebook right now, we should have a gold alert for black people. Because I'm telling you, every day on my Facebook thread, I see our daughters disappearing, our sons disappearing. They're just gone. And we don't know where they're going. We don't know where they're disappearing to. In one occasion, I even saw one of our daughters send a last text to her parents saying that she was grabbed off the street. That's why we have to supervise each other. We have to be like, yo, watch each other. If we was watching each other like a nuclear family, not singular, but plural, like we watching everybody watch. I don't care if I know you or not. I see you struggling with somebody fighting. I implore you, y'all, don't film it. Be like, yo, you know that person? Said, no, I don't know him. Let that girl go or let that boy go. Because we have a lot of our people just vanishing off the street, just disappearing. So let's go to Leviticus 19, right? And Leviticus 19 is, if you read it, it's straight up a code of conduct, how we should conduct ourselves with each other, right? And it reads, verse 1, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, and say unto them, ye shall be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy. And holy in Hebrew, kodash, set apart, or Leviticus 20 and 26, it reads, we are severed. That means that you severed. To sever is to cut away or to remove, right? Ye shall fear every man his mother and his father, and keep my Sabbath. I am the Lord your God. Turn ye not unto idols, nor make yourselves molten gods. I am your Lord. I am the Lord your God. Right? And you could keep going. You could keep going down. These are all codes of conduct that we should deal with each other and deal with the land, deal with even fabric that we wear, right? People don't understand, like in supervision of yourself, right, comes what you wear also. Verse 19 reads, ye shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind. Meaning you can't let a goat mate with a calf. Can't happen. Shouldn't happen. And man should not lay with beasts, or two different animals that have no business laying with each other should lay with each other, right? And keep going. Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed, which means Monsanto and all these companies that make GMOs and all that. You're not supposed to do that. And this is why they went to Haiti and these third world countries, and they give them free seeds to sow their land with, because they're trying to destroy the earth by any means necessary, right? Neither shall a garment mingled of linen and woolen come upon thee. And you know why you're not supposed to mingle two fabrics? Because they have different frequencies. Linen is for summer. So wind could go through the fabric and you can stay cool. And while The white man, he just burning up. You're like, oh, word. You getting vitamin from the sun and from the moon. You're getting cool air from the linen. And in the winter, it's wool. Wool is in the winter is the most perfect fabric. You could jump in the ocean, and you're cold. You got wool on. The worst thing you could do is take it off. Do not take off wool. Keep it on yourself. You keep the wool on your body. Not only will it dry quick, but it will keep you warm, even though it's wet. Different frequencies, at different times of the year. So we understand that with that fabric you're wearing, the Most High is going to hear you different at a different time, which is why they spray chemtrails in the air. They're trying to disrupt our connection to the Most High by any means necessary. You're like, man, we got to stop these people. They keep talking to the Lord. Hey, Most High be listening. They're getting smacked up out here. Storms, hail, snow falling at places it's not supposed to fall. California lacking water. Arizona, they have to put laws in place for people to have a certain amount of water to be used per day. When the earth is 70% water, but you telling people not to use water at a certain time, that's madness. That's madness, right? When in the beginning, everything was free. Everything was free, right? And we're going to keep going, right? Because Most High is not dealing with all nations. He's dealing with us because we are able to receive that understanding, receive the knowledge. Let's go to Numbers chapter 15, verse 22, right? And it reads, and if ye have erred and not observed all these commandments which the Lord have spoken unto Moses, even all that the Lord hath commanded you by the hand of Moses, from the day that the Lord commanded Moses, and henceforth among your generations, then it shall be, if aught be committed by ignorance, without knowledge, or by of the congregation, that all the congregation shall offer one young bullock for a burnt offering, for a sweet savor unto the Lord, with his meat offering and his drink offering, according to the manner of, and one kid of the goats for a sin offering. And the priest shall make an atonement for all the congregation of the children of Israel. Wait a minute. See that? Let's read that again. Verse 25. Numbers 15:25. And the priest shall make an atonement for all the congregation of the children of Israel, and shall be forgiven them, for it is ignorance. Now, I got a question. I got a quick question. If everybody's ignorant, how can somebody correct another person? Somebody got to teach somebody, right? If everybody's ignorant of what the Most High wants and what the Most High desires, how can we teach each other? There must be supervision. There has to be. And it all started with Moses, right? In this instance, it all started. I'm speaking about. It all started with Moses, with Mount Sinai, bringing down the law, and teaching the people, right? And from there, it multiplied and multiplied and multiplied, and waxed as the children of the Most High wax greater and greater. And as supervision starts to expand, the more blessings will expand and take shape in fruits of the Spirit, which translates into fruits of the land. And then what we eat becomes who we are, right? It starts within, not from the outside. It starts within. But we as a people have to accept supervision. But there are people, they're like, nah, I'm not gonna listen to you. I'm gonna do my own thing. And we're all guilty of that. I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of that. Sometimes I'll be like, I'm gonna do my own thing. Bang bang, and I get bang bang. I go to the ring, bang bang. Come back to the corner. Okay, coach, what should I do? Coach, what should I do? And then you have people like Daniela, Chief Priest Abun, Chief Priest Shaw, General Harshaw be like, all right, you ready? You ready now? You ready to listen? All right, put your hands up. Put your hands up. This is how we work. We're gonna work. We're gonna work. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna work. You got to put your hands up. All right? You won't be in this fight for a minute. Right? But most people, we don't want to listen. Right? Verse 26, and it shall be forgiven all the congregation of the children of Israel, and the stranger that sojourneth among them, seeing all the people were in ignorance. And if any soul sin through ignorance, then he shall bring a she-goat of the first year for a sin offering. And the priest shall make an atonement for the soul that sinneth ignorantly, when he sinneth by ignorance before the Lord, to make an atonement for him. And it shall be forgiven him. Ye shall have one law for him that sinneth through ignorance, both for him that is born among the children of Israel, and for the stranger that sojourneth among them. Wait a minute. Let's read that again. Ye shall have one law for him that sinneth through ignorance, both for him that is born among the children of Israel, and for the stranger that sojourneth among them. I mean, we all under the same law. But Most High makes a distinction between his children and the other nations, them strangers. Nah, you're a stranger. But you still under the same law, though. But you're a stranger. Right? Now, let's go to Numbers 28, verse 2. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? Y'all still with me? Y'all with me? All right. Numbers 28 and 2. Let's read. All right. Command the children of Israel. Most High dealing with his children first. Most High say, I'm dealing with my babies first. My babies. Right? And say unto them, my offering and my bread for my sacrifice made by fire for a sweet savor, unto me shall ye observe to offer unto me in their due season. In their due season. That means that we're supposed to watch and be in the know and know what's going on and be like, if we don't know, you got people you could call, be like, yo, what time it is? And funny thing is, once you in this walk and you in this truth, you ask a brother or sister, what time is it? They're going to be like, okay, yeah. We're on the same wavelength. We're on the same frequency. Because we're wearing the same fabrics. We have the same mindset. We're on the same time frame. So we walking in the same lane. Right? The same lane. Meanwhile, other people are like, what are you talking about? What you talking about? Oh, you curious? I'll tell you what time it is. This is the time we're walking. We're walking with the Lord. In a few weeks, it's going to be the Feast of Trumpets, right? No, in a few months, it's going to be the Feast of Trumpets. Then it's going to be Day of Atonement. Then it's going to be Feast of Tabernacles. We're going to do our thing, celebrate the Most High. Feast of Trumpets, we're going to blow them shofars and blow them shofars very, very loudly, right? To be heard for the Most High, in preparation for all the other feasts that we're going to have. People that don't know, they will find out. And people that are in the know, and they're gonna hear the trumpets being sound. They'll be like, "Whoa, whoa! Now it's about that time, right?" Because as always, Most High created instruments for us to remember. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. I'm Most High supervisor. Snap out of it. Wake up, man. Like we so in this mode of go here, go there, do this, do that. Worry about that cash. I got this bill to pay. Most High's like, yo, why this dude ain't come to me? Why is he going over there and doing all this triple somersaults, and he looked like a ice skater. He doing all these triple flips and all this. Yo, he could have just came to me. I could have gave him 10s across the board. But you working so hard for so little. And we are working hard for so little. That we working so hard that we are working for a bag that has holes in it. And that's in the book of Haggai. We working and we got a hole in our bag, and money is just falling out. And we're not even paying attention. Meanwhile, if you would have just came to the Most High, be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to send you some bread, but sew that hole in your bag, and you're going to have a lot more. Why don't you cancel that subscription? That subscription of I don't know, Hulu that you're not using. How about that subscription to the gym you don't go to? Spending $25 to the gym to go to the gym, you're not even using it. Why don't you cancel that? You got more money in your pocket. But no, we don't want to supervise. We just move in a train of thought that, oh, I'm gonna get more, I'm gonna get more, I'm gonna get more. Meanwhile, you're dropping money while you're running towards the next dollar. You're dropping money, right? Let's read it. And so let's go to Deuteronomy, right? Chapter 5, verse, let me see, 32. Ye shall observe to do therefore as the Lord your God hath commanded you. Ye shall not turn aside to the right hand or to the left. Ye shall walk in all the ways which the Lord your God hath commanded you, that ye may live, and that it may be well with you, and that ye may prolong your days in the land which ye shall possess. If we possess the land, and we could see, I want to see further. I would like to see our people have land as much as or more than Abraham had with Lot. Because Abraham, when he came into that land, he let his family, his Hebrew brother Lot, choose one side, and he said, whatever side you choose, I'll go the other side. I'll go the opposite side. Can you imagine how much land he possessed? And he was supervising. But we are so preoccupied getting that bag that we can't even supervise ourselves. The food is destroying us internally. Some of us don't even have any knowledge or supervision of ourselves to eat certain fruits and vegetables. Like, if you look at the way the Most High created the dietary system, the food we eat, everything that's red, vitality, right? Everything that's green is to detoxify the body. Everything that is orange is for immunity. Everything that is orange is for immunity. Everything that is yellow is for energy. And everything that is blue and purple is to relax. Proof of that. You get some acai berries, right? You put that in acai berries, blueberries, raisins. You put that in a blender. You drink that. Guaranteed. You go to bed tonight. Before bed, you drink that. Maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm telling you, your body's gonna be like, Just gonna breathe. In the morning, you grab some apples, red peppers, watermelon, drink that. You eat red fruits and vegetables, you're gonna be on the go. Yeah, but at night, purple, blue fruits, vegetables, you eat that. You because the night is falling. That means that you on a different wavelength. You want to chill. You want to relax. But people are like, nah, let me grab. And I'm not saying it's bad. Other people grab other substances. But if you understood how the Most High created food for you to eat and gain access to that knowledge to eat according to what you need, you're feeling sick, go green. You go some kale, some apples, celery, right? Some ginger, right? And you put that in a juicer, you drink that, boom. Whatever you got is gonna be destroyed. But we have to relearn. Our forefathers in Jamaica and the Caribbean islands, they knew. You ask your forefathers, you're like, yo, Dad, Grandpa, I'm sick. Yo, you see that plant over there? Go grab that. Go grab that. Put in some hot water, drink that. You'll be fine. And these are knowledge that the white man came into the land and they tell you, oh, yeah, I'm going to learn. I want to learn from you. Then they circumvent us and they tell us that we don't know nothing. But our forefathers had knowledge of the earth, knowledge of the roots, and knowledge of supervision of the land, supervision of self, because they knew they were connected to the earth and to the Most High. But we have our heads in the clouds, but for the wrong reason. For the wrong reasons. Right? Now, let's go to verse Deuteronomy 6, verse 3. No, let me see. Verse 2. No, let me start verse 1. Salah. Now, these are the commandments, the statutes, and the judgments which the Lord your God commanded to teach you, that ye might do them in the land whither ye go to possess it, that thou mightest fear the Lord thy God, to keep all his statutes and his commandments, which I command thee, Salah, thou and thy son and thy son's son, all the days of thy life, and that thy days may be prolonged. Hear, O Israel, and observe to do it, that it may be well with thee, that ye may increase mightily, as the Lord God of thy fathers hath promised thee, in the land that floweth with milk and honey. Come on, sister. I like that, man. I'm a foodie. I'm a foodie. If you know what to eat in the right time, that's powerful. Now you have to understand, like, it's a whole other thing. That's why the Most High say, I'm going to let you live in my land that floweth with milk and honey. Man, yo, I'm tired of being here. I'll be honest. I'm tired of being here. I'm tired, right? Let's jump to verse 18. And thou shalt do that which is right and good in the sight of the Lord, that it may be well with thee, and that thou mayest go in and possess good land, which the Lord sware unto thy fathers, to cast out all thine enemies before thee, as the Lord has spoken. Whatever, as we know, whatever comes out of the mouth of the Lord does not return unto him void. Whatever comes out, it's going to do what it's supposed to do. It's going to do. We've seen that with Jonah. That man didn't want to go. When Most High made him go, and in the end, it happened. He did what the Most High asked. Right? Now let's go. And when thy son asketh thee in the time to come, saying, what mean the testimonies and the statutes and the judgments
which the Lord our God hath commanded you, then thou shalt say unto thy son, we were Pharaoh's bondmen in Egypt, and the Lord brought us out of Egypt with a mighty hand. And the Lord showed signs and wonders great and sore upon Egypt, upon Pharaoh, and upon all his household before our eyes. And he brought us out from thence, that he might bring us in to give us the land which he sware unto our fathers. And the Lord commanded us to do all these statutes, to fear the Lord our God for our good always, that he might preserve us alive as it is at this day. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before the Lord our God, as we command, and as he commanded us. So we should keep going with this tradition, with this not rite of passage, but with this inheritance, with this gold, which is fine gold, that is this word, which is cannot be challenged, cannot be destroyed. And we've seen the instances where whole churches have been destroyed, burned down, but many Bibles survived. I mean, Most High is just saying, nah, this church is going to go down, but my word is going to make it. My word is not going to be tarnished or be burnt up. We've seen men destroy the Bible in different ways, and Most High got them, chastised them. I'm like, yo, you for real? I'm going to get you. You know? So let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 9, and it reads, when thou art come into the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations. So when our ancestors came into Israel, our homeland, he told us, don't do like the previous people that was there. You're going to keep the commandments, right? There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or use divination, or observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord. And because these abominations, the Lord thy God doth drive them out from before thee. So the Lord is not going to accept these other nations doing all types of madness. And we see that in California. We see that in different states in the U.S., sundown states. We know what they be doing over there. We know what they're doing over there. Verse 13, thou shalt be perfect with the Lord thy God. Meaning every day you're trying to be better. Every day you're trying to be stronger in this walk. Through your diet, your clothing, your mind, more importantly, your spirit, right? Your thoughts, your actions, and everything that is related to yourself and other people that are around you. You're doing this, whatever you do it to the very best of your ability. I mean, we've seen athletes like Michael Jordan, let me see, Aaron Judge right now. Who else? Floyd Mayweather, Gervonta Davis. At one point, Tiger Woods. He was on a mountain of supremacy in golf. Many athletes. We have even inventors in history that invented the internet. Was invented by a black man. The .com was invented by a black man. Instagram by a Nigerian kid. X-ray machine. The filament for the light bulb.
Even Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison was the greatest PR person, but he couldn't invent nearly nothing. He was always stalling for time until that black man came with the filament to put in the light bulb for him to become famous. Many of these so-called white inventors, they didn't know anything. The only thing they invented was a patent office. They don't know how to do anything. Because if you think about it, every idea is birthed from the earth, right? Like a plant that comes out of the earth. When you plant the seed of an idea, a plant come out, right? If we are the children of the Most High and we are created from the earth, then nearly every invention in some degree, either directly or indirectly, comes from us. And I'm telling you, if you dig hard enough and go far enough, you will find a black man or a black woman or a black child that came up with the idea in some fashion, by extension, directly or indirectly, right? For these nations which thou shalt possess hearken unto observers of times and unto diviners. But as for thee, the Lord thy God hath not suffered thee to do so. But we're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to deal with the Most High on the personal level, as a group, as a family, as people that know each other. We see a person that wears fringes or wears tassels, zits, tazayah, and you should go and be like, hey, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Despite the if you get bad responses, that's okay. That's okay. We are the fishers of men. We are here to promote righteousness and supervision amongst our people. That's what we're here for. Use wisdom. Wisdom is stronger than any weapon alive upon the earth at this moment. There's nothing that could circumvent or come against the Most High's wisdom. Let's go to Psalms 107 and 43, I believe. And it reads, whoso is wise and will observe these things, even they shall understand the loving kindness of the Lord. Let me read that again so people can understand, because really sink in. If people be like, Most High is rough, Most High is tough, that's the only way we're going to be talked to, because the Most High is not going to deal with a nation that's not going to listen. We have to listen and supervise each other, right? And through supervision of each other, and as a person that's receptive to supervision, receptive of criticism, receptive of rebuke, you will understand the love of the Lord. But it's not going to always be sweet, because the first thing that the Most High created to be eaten was herbs. It was not fruits. It was herbs. And herbs, most of the time, I would say all the time, are bitter. They're palatable and edible, but they're not sweet. But they keep you healthy. They even heal wounds that are spiritual or of the flesh, right? Because during Passover, you eat that horseradish, your nose is going to clear up fast, very fast, right? Now, let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 11. Let's start at verse 4. And it reads, he that observeth the wind shall not sow, and he that regardeth the clouds shall not reap. Right? As thou knowest not what is the way of the Spirit, nor how the bones do grow in the womb of her that is with child, even so thou knowest not the works of Yahweh, who maketh all. In the morning sow thy seed,
And in the evening withhold not thine hand, for thou knowest not whether shall prosper either this or that, or whether they both shall be alike good. Right? Come on, sister. Come on. Verse 7. Truly the light is sweet, and a pleasant thing it is for the eyes to behold the sun. But if a man live many years and rejoice in them all, yet let him remember the days of darkness, for they shall be many. All that cometh is vanity. Rejoice, O man, in thy youth, and let thy heart cheer thee in the days of thy youth. Have fun within the confines of the laws of the Most High, right? In your youth, and walk in the ways of thine heart and in the sight of thine eyes. But know thou that for all these things Yahweh will bring thee into judgment. Our brothers out here, they don't want to be supervised. They want to walk around and do what they want to do. Whatever whim come upon their mind, they want to do. Oh, listen, I'm not saying I'm perfect or anybody's perfect. We all have the chink in our armors. We all have something that we have to fight against. But when we remember that, man, Most High gonna get me if I do that. That's your like the yellow line, that white line on the bus of the MTA, right? Whichever city you at, SEPTA line, or I don't know, whatever city you at, you have a bus system. You know you're not supposed to cross a certain threshold on the bus, or else you touch that bus driver, you will get touched. 7 years in prison, right? Most High saying, do not cross that line. Because if you do, I won't have to judge you, right? Let's keep going. Rejoice, O young man, in thy youth, and let thy heart cheer thee in the days of thy youth, and walk in the ways of thine heart and in the sight of thine eyes. But know thou that for all these things Yahweh will bring thee into judgment. Therefore, remove sorrow from thy heart and put away evil from thy flesh. For childhood and youth are vanity. Childhood and youth are vanity. Right? We have to, once you reach a certain age, you're like, man, them things when I was a kid are done. They're done. It's over. I can't do that. I can't do this. I can't do that. I got to give that up. Let's go. Let's see that. Let's go to Galatians. Let me see. Galatians chapter 4. And it reads, verse 3, even so. That's a lot. Let's start verse 1. Now I say that the heir, as long as he is a child, differeth nothing from a servant, though he be Lord of all, but is under tutors and governors until the appointed time of the Father. Right? This is Yahushua. This is also us, right? Through Yahweh, under Yahushua. Even so, we, when we were children, were in bondage under the elements of the world. But when the fullness of the time was come, Yahweh sent his son, made of a woman, made under the law, to redeem them that were under the law, that we might receive the adoption of sons. Now, that does not negate the law in any way. A lot of people will tell you, oh, the law's done away with. Nope. The law will remain. Even after we've gone into the dust, because we've read before that we're supposed to impart these to our children. So we're not supposed to teach our children to stop obeying the laws of God and eating everything and doing whatever we want. No, that's not happening. Because as we read in Exodus 34, Most High going to punish us to the third and fourth generations
our sons and sons' sons will be punished. So the law can't be done away with. It can't. Right? Now, let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5, right? And it reads, examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves? How that Yahushua is in you, except ye be reprobates. That means you're a repeat offender, right? But I trust that ye shall know that we are not reprobates. Now I pray to Yahweh that ye do no evil, not that we should appear reproved. Now I pray to Yahweh that ye do no evil, not that we should appear approved, but that ye should do that which is honest, that we should be, though we should be as reprobates. All right? So we have to keep doing our thing, keep doing the right thing, but do the right thing under Yahushua in our own way, in righteousness. And by doing that, you know yourself, you supervise yourself, and you help supervise the nation and supervise each other, right? Now, I'm going to go, this is the last scripture. The last scripture. I'm not going to hold y'all. Let me see. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 19. And we're going to start at verse 13. And this is the part that I want y'all to remember in conjunction with everything we talked about tonight. And it says, admonish a friend. It may be he hath not done it. And if he have done it, that he do it no more. Right? Verse 14, admonish thy friend. It may be he hath not said it. And if he have, that he speak it not again. Right? Admonish a friend. For many times it is a slander. And believe not every tale. Verse 16, there is one that slippeth with his speech, but not from his heart. And who is he that hath not offended with his tongue? Admonish thy neighbor before you threaten him, and not being angry, give place to the law of the Most High. So with that, we got, like I said in the beginning of the video, we have a lot of our daughters vanishing out here, right? It's the one. Oh my goodness. We have a lot of our daughters disappearing out here. And I just want y'all to supervise each other, watch each other, keep an eye out, man. Like, I want y'all to be wise like old men, but be youthful in the mind and zeal of the Most High. Look out your window, man. A lot of our people, we have a lot of our people that live on the main street, or you see the streets out here, and you see the cross streets. You know, our people have an instinct of what's going on. Just peek out the window sometimes. I mean, a lot of our brothers, we sit on the porch. You know, Harlem, New York. Come on, brothers and sisters, y'all sit on the porch. Y'all sit on the porch. If y'all gonna do anything that is righteous, keep an eye on the children at the corner of the street. Don't let them get snatched up out here, because my Facebook feed is just filling with people that are just disappearing from Chicago, from these sundown states, from California, San Diego, different places. They're just up and vanishing. And It's a sad thing, because if a white person disappears, they got Amber Alerts going out the wazoo. They even have what's it called? Cell phone alerts going off. Oh, this person is gone. This person is gone. Where's this person? Where's that person? And they have whole teams, SWAT teams, going out there, busting down doors, looking for their own. Looking like a Samuel L. Jackson movie out here. Banging doors, looking for people. And if something happened to any of these nations, or America's putting out a law, oh yeah, we'll pass this law to protect Asian and Pacific Asian people. We got this law that protects Pacific Islander people. We got this law protecting the alphabet crew, and these Predacons and Terminators and Transformers. We got this law that protects this nation of people. But when it comes to us, either they don't want us to do like we helped that brother in Alabama on that with the boat. I don't know if I'm mistaken, but forgive my memory. I'm taking Gecko Biloba right now to help with my memory, but because they know, because we are children of the earth. Every time they lay hands on our people, they know an avalanche is coming. So why don't we move like that? I'm not condoning everybody go out there and start fights. And I'm saying if one of our daughters gets snatched up in the street, don't do like them YouTube videos where these white people, they don't care if a kid gets snatched up in the street and into an alleyway. And by the way, I think, for my part, I think that's wicked, because technically it's a social experiment to see how much kids they could snatch up without people saying nothing. And it's evil. And people that do those videos, if y'all watching, I hope y'all stop that, because that's evil. Y'all snatching up kids to see if people are just gonna react to that. And next thing you know, people are getting snatched up and people don't say nothing because they don't care. But lo and behold, I'm telling you, once Marcus Garvey tried to pull all his people out of America, they stopped him. If you want us to die so bad, why don't you let us go? But they won't let us go, because they know they need us. They know they need us. Without us, there is no America. Without us, there is no France. Would still own a part of America today. If it wasn't for us, the North and South would still be divided of America. We'd be in North Korea and South Korea part one by now. We'd still be divided. But they don't give us recognition for that. They don't give us no respect, no love, but they are culture vultures. They love our culture. They love our music. They love our movies, the way we dress, the way we act, the way we move. Even in Japan, we got whole communities that love black folk. They call them B-stylers. You go to Japan, you go to certain areas, they treat you like a king over there. They're like, yo, look at this dude. In Thailand, too. You go to Thailand, as a man or a woman, you a woman, a black woman with an afro. Certain places in the world, they will come up to you and try to touch your afro. They try to touch you. Yo, don't touch me, man. Certain places in the world, they will try. In Thailand, you walk around in Thailand, women will come up, as a man, women will come up to you and hug you, just to hug you. And that is the proof that the Most High exists. Because people want to be us. They want us in their country. They like us. Even Japan, they want us to go over there and have children for 75 grand. Come on, man. This is more and more proof that we are wanted and needed in this world, more than they want to admit. So we have to keep this gold, this wealth that the Most High gave us, this, we are the Most High's particular treasure. Yeah, they take pictures with you. They love us, but they don't want us around. They hate us. Come on, man. Love and hate is different sides of the same coin. So why not love one another, man? Supervise one another, kids, women, even each other. I might not like you today, but tomorrow's another day. I don't want y'all to get snatched up. I don't want y'all to get snatched up. I want my people to be good so we could supervise as much land and the Most High could give us. But first, we got to supervise each other with wisdom, with love, with rebuke, if need be. Because sometimes it's got to hurt for it to sink in. That's why there are certain people in my life that I hold in high esteem. And they know who they are. They know who they are. And with that, love y'all. Keep going. Keep your eye out. Keep your head on the swivel. Man, keep your head on the swivel. Don't be like Eddie Murphy and Boomerang. Just keep your head on the swivel. Take care of sisters. Brothers, take care of brothers. And parents take care of your children and other children of your people. Like it says in Leviticus 19. Let's keep the code of conduct going stronger and stronger so we could wax greater and greater in this world so that we could build even before Yahweh Shah come. That's how we got to be on and supervise each other. With that, good night. Shalom.